I want to do one more video on blind spots that often cause leaders to be blindsided and experience unnecessary conflict and even damage. I think that we've covered a lot of them over the last several videos, but this one really stands out to me as it relates to your ability to be an effective leader, but also have longevity as a leader. And that is the recognition of the need for margin in your life. Now, let me say right up front, you are the only person who has the responsibility of creating margin. And it won't just happen. It requires intentionality. Now, just to be clear, when I say margin, I mean that you leave space either in your day, your week, or your weekend, whatever, that you are able to recharge, reset, and refresh. One of the ways you'll know that you are maybe exceeding your actual capacity for burning calories mentally and emotionally and in your work life is that you start to be a little hard on those around you. You don't have much patience. Everything seems to mash you, and you feel it in ways that maybe you wouldn't normally feel it. And so you start to answer a little more harshly or a little more snippy, and these things begin to affect the morale of your team. That's a great indicator that you don't have margin. And there are a lot of ways that we can be intentional to be sure that we create margin. My wife is a senior executive assistant for a large global international technology company, and she supports a high level executive. And one of the things that she does is helps him with his calendar, and not just that she schedules meetings, but she made one simple adjustment. She built in a window between meetings and calls that he was going to be on. And in that simple activity, if a meeting was going to be an hour call, now it's a 45-minute call. And in that simple little intentionality, gained her principal 2 hours in the day. It's simple things like that. Rather than your calendar being something you serve, you can actually take steps to where the calendar serves you. You can build in some time. You can block some time. If nothing else, create space for you to have a bio break between your busy meeting schedule. That'll help your attitude, I promise. It's interesting how we can just ignore our need to rest, refresh, and recharge. And we overlook the simple, intentional things we can do to build some space, even in the midst of a busy day. It is important. Maybe think in terms of a pie chart with 100% of that pie is all the capacity you have. That's all the calories you can afford to burn and still function and be your best self. Take a little time. Do some self-reflection. Ask people around you, hey, am I being a little snippy today, or have I become a little harsh? Am I being hard on the team unnecessarily? Get some good feedback, and that'll reinforce your commitment to doing this exercise. As you look at that pie chart, so to speak, and you determine, where am I burning all my calories emotionally and mentally and even physically? What is it? Take a little time and look. And make sure that the percentages that are being spent on work, family, things that encourage and refresh you, maybe even just your opportunity to serve in your community, there's only a certain amount of capacity there. No one else will do this for you. And I find it's a tremendous blind spot that leaders have. I'm going to be fine. This doesn't apply to me. Stop and ask some people that you trust. Do you think I need some more margin built in? Am I being hard on everybody? Does everything seem to mash me? Is it affecting my attitude and my tone? You might be surprised at the answers you get. It is important to remember clocks and calendars are just part of our life. It's part of our work life. But I believe with some intentionality, rather than serving the clock and the calendar can be made to serve us. Margin will never just happen. You first have to become aware of how important it is for you to show up regularly and be your best self. By taking some time, doing some self-reflection, discovering where you're spending energy and time, and then asking that important question, where am I having time to recharge, refresh, and reset so I can show up and be my best self? Being intentional by blocking time in your calendar, creating space for you to catch your breath, whatever you need to do. Everyone is different and your workflow is different. But please hear me. This blind spot, if you don't think you need to be intentional about margin, I'm afraid that you're going to be blindsided and you're going to have a lot of unnecessary collisions. Margin matters, and you're the only one who can create it. It will not happen by accident.